Ah, seminarista pa lang ako, 52 years na akong pare. Seminarista pa lang ako, nasa Federation of Free Farmers na kami. Parang walang nangyayari. So ito yung aming ginagawa. Tatlo ang aming, dahil parang nagiging echo chamber ang mga organic farmers at saka mga environmentalist eh. Preaching to the choir ang tawag sa amin dyan eh. So, ang sa amin, go big or go home. Sakupin mo na yung malaki, kung hindi, lulusawin ka ng climate change. Pangalawa, network or die. Yung mga small farmers, if they do not network, they will be erased by the global digital economy. May AI pa ngayon pagkatapos. Ang dami-dami nating mga problema sa buhay. So, we would like to innovate global sustainability through economic and ecological integration. Next, please. So, we are inspired by Laudato Si, Pope Francis. Simbahan ito. Diocese to diocese. Para go big or go home talaga. Kasi hindi natin masosolve kung pitsi-pitsi tayo. Next, please. Okay. So our mission, global. Sabi ni Pope Francis, we care for this planet. It's the only one that we have. So kailangan may economic and ecological innovation para hindi tayo pabalik-balik. Yung vision, an economic system, ito ang sinatawag niyang environmental economics that prioritizes human dignity, social justice, and environmental stewardship. Ang aming core values, people, planet, prosperity, social justice. So, ang core values din namin, pagpapakatao, huwag kang mandaya, dahil marami ding farmers na nandaya sa amin noon, nabukulan na ako dito ng maraming beses na. So dapat ituro yung pagpapakatao. Madali maging tao, mahirap magpakatao, dahil pag nagpakatao ka, dapat gawin mo ang mabuti, iwasan mo ang masama. Pangalawa, pakikipagkapwa-tao. Pag wala yan, mahihirapan tayo sa network or die. At yung creativity, yan yung bago. Kasi matagal na ako sa mga magsasaka. Sasabihin, Father Ben, dito na sa pamamaraang ito, bumuka ang mata ko, dito na rin pipikit. Kahit magbibigay ka ng mga makabagong pamamaraan. So, itong magiging mapanlikha, mahalaga na ituro sa mga magsasaka. Kung hindi, pabalik-balik na lang tayo. Next, please. Okay. Respect for Mother Earth, yung aming prinsipyo. Tapos, kailangan network or die nga, self-organizing community. Huwag na tayo masyadong umasa kung kani-kanino. Naghihintay tayo ng Fernando Po na magliligtas sa atin sa mga nang aapi sa atin. Wala na si Fernando Po eh. So we have to control resources and build social and economic value. Strategy, bottom-up economic growth. Growth. How do you do that? Strengthen the domestic market. Paliwanag ko mamaya yan. Mayroon kaming e-commerce platform na yung buong Diocese of Cubao, handa na, 48 parishes, 3.5 million Catholics. They will be encouraged by the bishop and the priests na pag-usapan na ito, approve na ito, to create an account in the Laudato Si e-commerce platform. Makikita nila yung ang partner namin sa Inbat, Nueva Vizcaya Agricultural Terminal, more than 10,000 farmers gumagamit doon. Popost nila yung kanilang mga kamatis at iba pang fruits and vegetables, makikita. Tapos tuturuan namin sila rin itong nasa kaliwang picture ng climate smart agriculture using artificial intelligence, drones, and sensors. Next, please. So if we destroy creation, creation will destroy us. Mother Earth, maghihiganti sa atin yan dahil sinasalaula natin siya. So kailangan global dialogue. Tapos, kailangan yung makikita yung ang lahat ng bagay ay magkaugnay, interconnectedness, sabi ni Joey Ayala. So kahit na kami, diocese to diocese, parish to parish, we are open to all people regardless of faith or nationality kasi sabi ni Pope Francis, this is our common home. Ano pa ang passport mo, ano pa ang religion mo, ano pang pagkatao mo, this is our common home. Next please. So itong action plan. Support small-scale farmer and fisher folk through digital marketing and green distribution. Tuturuan namin yan sila. Advocate for organic and agroecological farming practices na huwag masyadong stricto muna. Masyadong idealistic tayo na kailangan certified ka. Ito, sasabihan ng mga pare na hindi pa ito 100%. Maski mga 80% bilhin nyo na para magiging 100% tayo. Huwag tayong maghihintay na magiging certified lahat. 500 hectares lang yung na-certify. Paano tayo niyan? Para sa amin, strengthen the domestic market, but you also enhance production, product competitiveness by modern farming techniques, post-harvest facilities, kagaya ng INVAT at saka BAPTC, pinupuntahan na namin yan, pinakilala na kami ni dating Secretary William Dar, tapos turuan ng mga farmers mag-quality control. Tapos next yan, value added pa. Kung may technology, maraming maituturo sa mga magsasaka. Kung hindi sila marunong, yung kanilang mga anak, magaling Generation Z yan. Marunong silang magtuldok-tuldok dyan sa kung ano-anong nakalagay sa aming e-commerce platform. Next please. So nagdadala na kami doon sa UP Food Hub. May farm to table itong tawag namin. Tapos ito yung sa INVAT. Soil management, crop diversity, rainwater harvesting, smart irrigation. Tuturo namin sa kanila. Meron na kami doong mga pilot farms na sinasabi. Pero ang number one naming gustong bahagi sa inyo ngayon ay 2 weeks ago, may partner akong bilyonaryo taga Singapore. Magtatayo kami, sabi niya, sa partnership ng organic fertilizer facility using the basura, yung mga agricultural waste from INVAT. 5 tons a day. Okay? $400,000 yan. Bibigay ng Panginoon yan. Nagpapadasal ako sa mga madre. Yun lang, itong kanilang organic fertilizer kasi 24 hours lang. Walang salmonella, walang E. coli. Tapos, certified na ng European Union at saka ng Australian Department of Agriculture. Ang talagang pangarap para sa lahat ng Pilipino, food security and environmental resilience. Mahalaga sa amin yung sustainability kasi sabi ni Pope Francis, nanganganib na ang kalagayan ng katauhan, buong sangkatauhan dito sa mundong ito dahil sa climate change, walang hanggang digmaan at saka sa kahirapan ng maraming tao. Next please. So, social justice talaga ang challenge. Ang strategy, aim, build an economic system that is human. And sabi, galing kasi ito kay Pope Francis hear the cry of the poor and hear the cry of Mother Earth. Dapat yun ang magbalangkas ng iyong economic system. So kailangan social justice will be promoted and poverty will reduce to a significant scale. Yun ang aming pangarap. Ito, si June Padilla yan. Inaayos na namin yung mga kooperatiba, yung parish-based co-ops sa Nueva Vizcaya. Yun ang aming unang tatargetin. Turuan ng mga magsasaka, maglagay sa e-commerce platform, makikita ng mga Katoliko dito sa mga parokya sa Diocese of Cubao, naghihintay pa ang Diocese of Novaliches at Diocese of Antipolo. Go big or go home ang aming patakaran. Next please. So, mahalaga sa amin yung technology. Electronics engineer ako bago nagpare, kaya mahalaga sa akin itong AI, kailangan gagamitin na natin, kundi buburahin na naman tayo. So bridge the digital divide, ang ibig sabihin, ipaabot ang technology sa mga magsasaka. Yun na lang pag-asa nila. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag 3 hectares pagkatapos ikaw lang. So kailangan network or die, pati ang marketing namin, ipopost ang mga produkto, makikita dito, ibababaan ng mga co-op sa kanilang mga truck, i-repack dito, tapos magpapagrab o kaya LBC sa ngayon. Pero later on, yung mga out of school youth, papahiramin yan para magkaroon ng bisikleta at saka mga motor to enhance market access and supply chain efficiency. Para ang benepisyo, maraming mga mahirap ang makikinabang dito sa ating ginagawa. Hear the cry of the poor and hear the cry of Mother Earth. Next, please. So ito ang aming ginagamit na enterprise resource planning. Kasama lang dyan ang e-commerce. Ang maraming ano ito, mahahaba ito. Ayokong maging mahaba kasi yung e-commerce, kasama lang yan. Yung sales, customer risk, relations management, yung point of sale, yung inventory. Aayusin niya lahat. Pati production planning. Kasi ang mga magsasaka, kung ano-ano na lang tinatanim eh. Minsan gaya-gaya po, tumaya pa yan sila eh. So ito ang aming ituturo sa kanila, financial literacy, environmental responsibility, entrepreneurial skills. Kailangan agripreneurship na. Agripreneurs ang ating mga magsasaka para madaling mainganyo na organic ang kanilang gagawin. Tapos ang focus pa namin, women. May ano kami sa PUP, tuturuan namin ng digital marketing yung mga teenage mothers na hindi nakatapos ng college para makatulong sila sa pagmamarket. So kailangan namin ng tulong so that we could provide training and resources to build the capacity of everyone but focus on the women, especially for marketing. Next, please. Next slide, please. So, ayan ito si Father Pede yung nasa kaliwa. CICM priest. May dalawang pari diyan kaming kasama at mainly ang mga partners ko ngayon, Couples for Christ, dahil mayroon silang environmental arm, yung Oikos. So kailangan natin ng isang sistema ng ekonomiya na systematic systems, ecological, social, economic dimension, dapat integrated yan. So kailangan mag-advocate tayo for international cooperation, for sustainable development goals of the United Nations para mabawasan ang climate change. At ano ang pinapangarap? Makatarungan at likas kayang ekonomiya para sa buong daigdig. Next, please. Conclusion na. Ito ang pangarap na ito dadalhin sa Kamaynilaan, itong hindi na magtitinda doon ang mga taga-Envat. Punta na lang sila, may post-harvest facilities doon para yung mga bulok alisin nila, yung nabulok gagawin naming organic fertilizer, tapos ibababaan nila dito yung mga kababaihan na master na ng digital marketing, tuturuan ng mga universities, magtitinda ng mga produkto doon. Pagkatapos niyan, kasi maliit pa lang kami, pero later on, yung truck ng mga co-op, bibili rin ng mga co-ops rito ng basic commodities kasi nalugi kami noon pag basyo ang balik ng truck eh. So yan iniisip ngayon. So sa Sustainable Development Goals, ginagawa namin itong go big or go home, network or die, the keyboard is mightier than the sword, ang aming mga panukala dahil sa climate action, buburahin, sabi ni Pope Francis, kung hindi tayo kikilos, ang buong sangkatauhan sa pagbabago ng panahon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong may kaunting sawang pakikinig.
Yes, thank you very much po for informing us about these initiatives, Father Ben. Sobrang appreciated po and important that the approach to these initiatives are not only human-centered, while considering the small-scale farmers, especially in adapting to modern times, but also spiritually centered with Pope Francis Laudato Si at their core. So thank you again, Father Ben, and to everyone involved in these programs or initiatives. And once again, thank you to all our speakers, Mr. Dale, Dr. Chito, and Father Ben, for providing us with a very eye-opening and interesting discussion on organic agriculture. So, before we proceed to our open forum, I hope our smiles are all ready. For the group shots, we would like to kindly ask our members, our participants, as well as our research speakers to please turn your cameras on for a quick group screenshot to be facilitated by GC's tech assistant, Miss Maribeth. Miss Maribeth, please cue us in if you're ready.
Say green.
Green.
One more. Green.
Green. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Dale, Dr. Chito, and Father Ben for gracing today's Kamayan session. I hope we're all ready for our open forum. As mentioned by Sir Mark, we will cut it short. And I've seen responses in our chat box. So without further ado, let us proceed. Sir Mark, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Marian. And once again, thank you so much to all our speakers for gracing us this afternoon. I think we can now move on to our open forum. And I already mentioned earlier through our chat box, we may not be able to really address all the questions, but I believe some of the questions were already
Mark, naputol ka.
question is addressed to. Please make sure that the questions or probably the comments or queries are precise and succinct. We can now move on with our formal open forum. Are there any questions from the floor?
Stesa po.
I believe Miss Tessa is raising her hand. Yes, Miss Tessa?
Yes, I'd like to have a question for Father Beltran. You have a very good concept, no, on farm to market. So is it possible na every Sunday after Mass, dun nagagather lahat ng mga tao? So can we have an organic sale market near the churches? I think this will help the organic farmers in the marketing, which is a big problem. So that's my question for Father Beltran. For the DA, pwede ba yung sinasabing simple standard for certification, not too strict, lalo na sa mga uh, maliliit na farmers. So, and then, how can this be accessible to people like us who are interested in buying organic products? Pero, can it be available also in supermarkets? So, those are my three questions. Thank you. Marian, you're on mute.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Tessa. And now PLDT joined the technical difficulty. I'm really sorry, that cut off.
Other
Yes. So
questions? Other questions muna din?
I think the speaker can directly address your questions, Miss Tessa.
yes, for Father Ben po.
What was the question?
During Sundays, can we have markets ng organic products from the farmers in the churches? Kasi this is when people are there and that's a good market.
We would like to deliver the goods to the homes of the people, to the parishioners, to those who belong to our network, because this is a closed system. If
Father Ben, I think you're on mute.
Okay, so closed system, hindi pwedeng ganong arrangement. We'll have to order.
yes, ayaw na naman magbenta. Been there, done that na kami. Grabe ang logistical nightmare yung ilagay mo sa mga simbahan. Ginawa ko na yan.
So brother, right now you said it's available in UP. Where exactly in UP?
UP could have, but it's only our repacking station. You could not buy from there. You can only buy from our e-commerce platform.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tessa. Thank you, Father Ben. Any more questions from the floor? Marian,
Alright,
please. Someone is raising his or her hand.
So far, wala pong nag-raise ng hand, but I received a private message, question for Masipag daw po, for Dr. Chito. Ano po ang recommended ng Masipag para masigurado na accessible sa small farmers ang organic farming? Not just recommended, pero if may actions na po talagang ginagawa.
Parang hindi ko ma-gets yung sentro ng tanong, pero ang ginagawa namin ay una inorganize namin yung grupo ng mga farmers. No, kung may interesado, there must be an organization. Kung wala, we will help them organize themselves. And then we discuss the advantages and disadvantages or effects and impacts of chemical farming and what is farming into the future and what is organic farming as an alternative. And then out of that, we give them, kung rice farmer sila, we give them 50 rice varieties at magtatanim sila. Pipiliin nila yung mga magaganda sa kanilang lugar. Kung tinamaan ng drought, pipiliin nila yung matibay sa drought. Kung tinamaan ng baha, pipiliin nila yung matibay sa baha. So there is an additional learning there. And then may mga training pa sa kanila about diversified integrated farming systems, self-fertility management, that includes making organic fertilizers, alternative pest management, and gano'n. So, it's a network. And then we have farmer trainers na tutulong din sa kanila, visit them periodically. So, in that case, it is centered on the farmers organization ng aming kwan dito. Para kung may organization na tinatawag na may multiplier effect, hindi lang isang tao yung kinakausap mo, kundi buong kasapian ng organisasyon. And doon nila magkakaisa ng tinatawag na common perspectives, common priorities, at dito may group work, group solutions to common problems. And then mula doon may mga seed exchanges kami, mga farmers. So it's a complex situation, but we have been supported by the way the Catholic Bishops Development Fund of Germany, the Miserior, for 38 years, and we are, sabi nila, kami ay para strategic partner nila dahil gusto nilang may spread din yung approach na farmers empowerment. In fact, we teach farmers peasant science. We teach them the rudiments of science to observe and make generalizations, or open-minded to make so-called discovery by accident. So among these things, so meron kaming approach na people-led development dito. So organic agriculture is just one, or agroecology, sabi nga namin, ng patungunan ng agroecology para mas malawak pa. Pinag-usapan namin yung transformative agriculture na hindi lang food security kami, food sovereignty. Kasi kung food security, it is open to importation, it is open to GMOs. Yung tinatawag na criteria lang ng food security ay availability, affordability, safety. Sa food sovereignty ay mahalaga yung tinatawag na who determines the priorities of production, of food production, who determines the price, and should always the farmers and producers themselves na magkasama na. So medyo proseso yung amin, mahaba na usapin. Hindi lang one shot, hindi lang technology centered. It's more of social plus technological combination. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chito. May we acknowledge Director Bernadette? Any word, ma'am?
Yeah, salamat. So there's this question about the certification addressed to DA. So to clarify po sa ating mga nasa Zoom, no, sa DA po maraming opisina ang involved sa organic agriculture. Pero ang default na iisip ng mga tao, pag organic agriculture, no up. No? But in reality, the competent authority in organic agriculture in DA right now is BAPS. Why do I say that? Kasi sila po yung nag-set ng standard, sila po yung nag-accredit, sila yung nagsa-certify. Minsan nagbibiro ako, sabi ko kahit maglupasay pa ako, pag hindi si-certify ni BAPS, hindi masi-certify. Wala pong powers yung aming opisina, ang NOAP and PCO about standards and certification kahit ang pangalan namin ay National Organic Agriculture Program. Hindi po kami ang nagse-certify, hindi po kami ang gumagawa ng standards. So ang aming pong trabaho ay tulungan ang mga organic farmers. Just last Monday, may mga nagtuligsa po sa aming opisina kasi kami tumutulong sa non-certified organic farmers. Pinakita kanina ni Doc Chito yung variations of farming, no? At nakita natin doon maraming nasa labas ng certification na maliliit na dapat tulungan. Ang sabi namin, in fact, kahit certified, pero pag hindi certified ng BAPS accredited OCB, Organic Certifying Body, ay hindi kasama sa bilang. At hindi sila pwedeng tawaging organic. Certified na yan, ha? Certified ng ibang certifier. Like the USDA, JAS, and many other EcoCert, no? Biodynamic. So, yun po yung nais kong linawin. Marami pong opisina. No, nagtutulungan naman po kami, nag-uusap naman kami, pero minsan talaga ay meron kaming parang diskusyon pa. Katulad ng ba't daw namin tinutulungan ang mga hindi certified. So, but sa aming mga principals kasi, may mga instruction na tulungan nyo yung hindi certified. No, kasi organic sila in essence. Kasi no GMO, no chemical. Yun naman yung basic eh. Hindi sila sumisira ng kalikasan. Maliliit sila kaya minsan hindi nila kaya yung proseso ng certification. Wala silang mga staff, sekretarya na magsusulat kung anong ginawa nila sa farm. And in fact, marami sa kanila hindi marunong sumulat. Paano sila magsasabit ng recording? Alam ni Father yan, alam ni Doc Chito yan. Pangalan nga nila, hindi nila may sulat eh. Record pa. Diba? So, kami mulat dyan. Kaya tuloy yung pagtulong namin sa kanila. Itong ating internship, ang iniisip namin mga kabataan tutulong sa kanila. Kasi at least yung kabataan may pag-asa marunong mag-records. So, yun lang po. Salamat po.
Thank you so much, Director Bernadette, for the iteration of BAFS and organic certification and all your advocacy and works for our farmers. One more word, Miss Tessa?
Yeah. Meron ba tayong model organic farm na pwedeng puntahan o at least maging model ng mga farmers? Meron na bang ganyan sa Pilipinas?
Ay, Ma'am Tessa, si
Yes.
Director po ulit. Marami po. So, saang region niyo po gustong makakita?
Alin
At
na
anong commodities po ang gusto niyong makita?
sige. So, where can we find yung location nila? Sana may listahan where we can take a look.
Correct.
Yung
Or
certified
probably
po,
directory, ma'am.
yung certified mark ay nandyan sa BAPS website, open to public. Lahat po ng certified nakalista po sa BAPS website. Pero yung iba po na in conversion, yung sinasabi ni Doc Chito na biodynamic, wala doon. Kasi yung sa kanila, yung BAPS certified lang. So, may lista rin sila, Doc Chito. Meron kaming lista ng mga in transition, yung papunta sa certification. Kasi tinutulungan namin sila.
Okay,
So, sabihin niyo po anong commodity, At anong lugar? Medyo kalat po sila.
Sige. Thank you. Anong spelling ho ng Bobs?
Bureau of
BAFS.
Agri-Fishery Standards.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you everyone for that very productive exchange of thoughts and ideas through online, through our Facebook, and through our chat box as well. Pwede lang po ba kami manghingi pa ng one more request to all our speakers? If our participants would want to send in questions or more queries about organic agriculture, okay lang po ba na i-send nila directly to you or to your email? Could you share your email through our chat box so they can direct all the questions to your email? Okay lang po ba? All right. Once again, maraming salamat po, Director Bernadette, Dr. Chito, Father Ben, and of course, Sir Dale for enlightening us through your answers. I think we are not done, everyone. I believe Marian has some more announcements to share with you before we formally conclude today's Kamayan Forum. Go ahead, Marian.
Yes, well, thank you, Sir Mark. So before we proceed, here are a few quick announcements. First, an important reminder about our evaluation form. The GC Secretariat will be sharing a link in the chat box and it will also be flashed on screen. Ayan. Please take a few moments to fill it out. Your feedback helps us improve future Kamayan para sa Kalikasan forums. Second, for those requesting e-certificates of participation, here's what you need to do. First, you must have been actually present in today's forum, not just pre-registered. Second, you must submit a completed evaluation form. So once these requirements are met, you can request your e-certificate already. And before we officially close, I'd also like to invite you to become an official member of Green Convergence. If you're passionate about the environment and want to be a part of a network of like-minded individuals and organizations, we encourage you to join us. The membership registration link has been shared in the chat box. I hope it is shared by our secretariat. And you can also visit the Green Convergence website for more details. And of course, we encourage everyone to be mindful of their carbon footprint. Visit the Ako Ang Bukas website where you can calculate your carbon footprint and find ways to reduce it. The link has also been shared in the chat box, so go ahead and check it out. Sir Mark?
Thank you very much, Marian. Now to officially close today's forum, we have the honor of hearing from a dedicated educator and environmentalist, equally outstanding woman from our opening speaker. Please welcome the President of the Philippine Network of Educators on Environment, or PNEE, and a trustee of Green Convergence, Dr. Cecilia Gascon. Let's give our full attention as she delivers the welcome or closing remarks rather for today. Thank you very much. Isang makakalikasang araw, Dr. Cecil. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mark. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Isang makakalikasan at OA na araw sa ating lahat. So as we close this 420th Kamayan para sa Kalikasan Forum, I want to thank all our speakers and of course our 81 participants who enriched today's gatherings with ideas, reflection, and vision. So this session entitled Organic Agriculture, Answer to Food Security was not just timely. It was transformational. So as someone who has begun growing my own vegetables, I hope that when it grow big, I will get certification from DA. I can personally attest that organic agriculture teaches humility, stewardship, and interdependence. So it demands that we care for our soil, for our water and air, not just as inputs, but as living systems we must heal and protect. And yet, organic agriculture is not simply a method of cultivation. So it is a movement, no, for justice and sustainability. And this was reminded to us by Father Ben Beltran, inspired by Laudato Si, the mission he shared calls us to address global sustainability through ecological and economic innovation guided by values of integrity, solidarity, and of course, he emphasized on creativity. But, let us also be honest. The challenges are real, as presented today. Strict and complex organic standards lead to poor compliance. The conflicting programs and low funding that weakens the implementation. Farmers face limited access to certified organic inputs, lack of support in conversion, and GMO contamination. Research is fragmented, markets are undeveloped, and land tenure remains insecure. And yet, amid these hurdles, we also see momentum. Organic agriculture benefits both smallholders and large-scale producers. But of course, the emphasis should be for the smallholders. But of course, to truly unlock the potential of organic agriculture, we must go further. So farmers must actively network with fellow organic producers to share seeds, experiences and practices, and even markets. So there is strength in solidarity, as what was mentioned by Father. So we must leverage digital tools and technologies, like, for example, the e-commerce platforms, to online cooperatives and traceability systems to expand market access, especially for the poor. Because for organic agriculture to be just, it must benefit the marginalized while remaining sustainable. So this is where the 12-point core strategies of NOAC provide a powerful foundation, from the OA marketplace to the youth internship program to participatory guarantee systems and local seed centers. We already have the tools. So we just need to activate them more inclusively and scale them more boldly. So as climate change, land degradation, and rising input costs intensify the food crisis, organic farming offers us a hopeful path for forward, but only if we walk it together. So just would like to be very clear on this. Food security depends on us, on the decisions we make, the partnerships we build, the farmers we support, and the land we care. So for our to our speakers, Director Bernadette San Juan, Mr. Dale, Dr. Chito Medina, and Father Ben Beltran, maraming salamat po for showing us not only the science, but the spirit of organic agriculture. So, friends, to everyone who are listening, let us go beyond this forum. Let us plant, connect, innovate, and transform our food system from the ground up. Let us be the seeds of food sovereignty. Let us be the roots of ecological justice. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Isang makakalikasang araw. And to everyone, okay ang maging OA.
Once again, maraming salamat, Doc Cecil. Okay na okay ang maging OA. And I'd like to probably echo what you said earlier, that organic agriculture is not just a mere system, but it's a social movement towards food security and addressing or promoting sustainability. Muli, maraming salamat sa ating lahat for attending the 420th session of Kamayan Forum. And we really learned a lot from our speakers and as well as from our participants this afternoon. Marian? Any more announcements?
That's right, Sir Mark. After this session, I definitely will be going out with more knowledge in organic farming as well as the programs in place, especially those that address the needs of our farmers. For sure, ang lahat din ay ganon. And I do hope we were able to answer through this forum whether organic agriculture is the answer to one of the major concerns in the country, that is food security. So thank you very much once again to everyone who made this session possible, and happy Philippine Environment Month. Now, before we officially close, we'd like to remind everyone that our next Kamayan para sa Kalikasan Forum will be happening on July 18, 2025. So save the date, everyone. We hope to see you all again for another meaningful environmental discussion.
And to add with some more announcement, I think in June we will be having our Green Sauna or State of Nature Assessment. We hope to see you there. And Green Convergence will definitely send you an invite or an announcement, official announcement through their Facebook page. So please like and share their Facebook. And on behalf of Green Convergence, thank you for participating this afternoon, and we'll see you again this July. Muli, maraming salamat po. This has been your moderator for the 420th session, Mark Tinaw from the Lasalle Institute for the Environment. And with me is
Marian, the Media and Communications Officer of Green Convergence.
maraming salamat at makakalikasang araw po sa ating lahat. Ingat po tayo.